How's it going, everybody? Doing a gum chewing Xbox One collection here today. And I added 2 or 3 games to this. I haven't done I don't think I've done I know I did my video collection video a little while back, but I haven't done one dedicated console in a while. I got 13 games here. I've sold, I can list off the ones I've sold over the years. Well, I only got the thing in 2016, but I've sold Far Cry Primal, I've sold Rise Son of Rome, Battlefield Hardline, Halo 5, Gears of War 4, Prey, Dead Rising 3, Dead Rising 4, Dying Light, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'd like to get a few of those back. I think I've sold a few of those as well, probably around maybe 13, 14, but these are the games I have now. No particular order, but I will get the one without a case out of the way first, or one without its original case. Assassin's Creed Unity. This game is just okay. I probably put like 7 or 8 hours into it. I'm annoyed though because one of the expansions was free, so I got lots of cool. I'll download it. And I was going to my next mission, and you see a little exclamation point or whatever. I go to it, but I went to the expansion part, and now I'm stuck there. I got to do like 2 missions before I can go back to the main area. It's like, come on, man. I mean, the game's not bad, you know, you'd run into famous characters like you always do, and running around these game worlds is always fun, just climbing up stuff. But in terms of like the Assassin's Creeds I've played, this one is low on the list. Next is another game I put down. I got it a while back, and I just put it down and never went back to it, but it's Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This game starts out really good. I'm pretty sure it's Kiefer Sutherland's doing the voice, I think, right, of Snake. Solid. Oh, that's not Solid Snake, sorry. Big Boss, regular Snake. This game does look stunning. And it's kind of cool. It's just almost too big for me. It's got Mother Base, where you can, it's out in the water where you can grab dudes and like put this little parachute on them, shoots them up. And then they go to your base and they help, and you can build your base out and stuff. I've read some spoilers on this already, so I kind of know what happens, but I need to get back into it. I never sold it, A, because it doesn't have much value, and B, it's just because I kind of want it. It's like the kind of game where I know where I'll just jump back into it and play it. I mean, the gameplay is fun and stuff. It's just, I don't know, there's something caused me to put it down. Here's a game kind of got shit on. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It's Mass Effect Andromeda. It's not as good as like Mass Effect 2. I wouldn't even say it's good as 3. I did not play enough of the original to, I'm sure it's not as good as that one, but it's really cool, man. You pick between either Scott and Sarah Ryder. I use Sarah Ryder. And this takes place, well, I think you're in cryo sleep for like a while, and you go jump through hyperspace or whatever it is. And I think you go right, like during I think you go in, I don't know if it's during the events of Mass Effect 3 or it's right before the Reapers really start destroying everything. So, it's kind of cool. There's some, they mentioned Shepard in this. Your dad, like, I think might have did some stuff with him or something. I can't remember everything, but you find new planets and you run into new alien species and stuff. who all speak English, of course, because it doesn't matter if you're like light years away. But it's cool. You go to different planets, and then you gotta like do stuff on that planet to make it like inhabitable, and then they drop stuff down. It's kind of cool going and seeing little settlements and stuff. It's kind of cool. It looks pretty cool. You know, some of the animations are a little, but the story's okay. But the fighting's fun in these games, and you know, the explorations part's nice. You know, you can do like you can do in the other ones. You can mine stuff. You throw out your little probes and stuff. You can romance pretty much anybody in your group. I really liked it though. I really dug it. I had played it. I had the EA Game Pass, and I played it on there, and then I picked it up as part of a 4 for $20 a little while back. I think it was in April, and finished it up because I think I played another 9 hours. I was close to the end, but I wanted to do more stuff. I actually can still go back and do some other stuff. Someone, my fiance and I have not finished yet. We want to go back. It's King's Quest, the complete collection. King's Quest has been around since like the 80s, maybe the early 80s. I don't know. I had one for my IBM. I think it was 5. But you know, you got to make choices and stuff. And I think we wanted to go back because I think we got like 2 people killed in the 2nd chapter or the 3rd chapter or something. I don't know. We want to go back and do better on that. It looks cool, you know. It's a cool game. It's pretty funny too. We got some known people in here. I think Robin Williams' kid voices someone. The one guy from Princess Brides, and I can't remember his name. You'd recognize a shorter, bald guy. I always remember from the one King's Quest, you'd click on the pants, and it'd be like the pants are too worn out to speak. I always thought that was funny. Here's a double pack, which I also got at that 4 for $20 that time. It's I was gonna just get Rare Replay, and the kid brought out, and GameStop brought out a couple more games, and I'm like, I'm getting this one instead because it's got Gears of War Ultimate Collection and Rare Replay. The discs are stacked. I had played the Gears of War Ultimate Collection on the Game Pass. Obviously, I played it when it came back out in 06, which was crazy, 13 years. But they added, I guess they added a part from the PC where you fight a Brumac. Because I'm like, I don't remember this, and I asked him, like, oh, that's in the PC, because I'm like, I did not remember doing this when I originally played it. Still, it was fun to go back. A lot of nostalgia in there. And Rare Replay is awesome because I love Rare as a developer, and it's got 30 games. It's got Cobra Triangle on there from the NES, which I freaking love. It's got a couple of NES games. I think Amiga games or Vectrex games. Some are okay, some are just not fun at all to play. There's a few that are actually really fun to play, but a lot of them are almost unplayable in my opinion. But and they don't have the. I was kind of hoping they'd have Conquer Live Reloaded from the Xbox, but they had the original version from the N64. They don't have Donkey Kong or GoldenEye because they're owned by, well, Nintendo owns Donkey Kong. GoldenEye, I don't even know who owns GoldenEye anymore. There's a lot of cool games on it. It's got all the 360 games. So you got Banjo, Nuts and Bolts. You've got Cameo, which is another underrated game. Perfect Dark, Zero, and the first Perfect Dark. You got a lot of N64 games. Jet Force Gemini, both Banjo games. Conquer, Blast Corps, which is a really cool game. And both Viva Pinatas, which are cool as well. I will say, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, the Xbox game, that's another game that's really cool. That got crapped on a bit back when it came out. And I think that was just because Microsoft bought them and people were pissed. I'll admit I was a little annoyed at the time too. Because you'd think of them as a Nintendo developer, Rare. Grabbed by the Ghoulies is actually a really cool game though. And the graphics, Rare always does great with the graphics. Next game, Final Fantasy 15. I did a review on this a while back. I love this game. It was cool. Let me see if I can remember their names. Noctis is the main guy you use. Ignis, Prompto, Ignis, Prompto, and Gladiolus, or they just call him Gladio, I think. I like the combat in this. The music in this is great too. It's cool just driving around in a car listening to the old tunes of the other Final Fantasy games and stuff. Looks really good. Combat's fun. I don't know. I really enjoy this a lot. I mean, I think even the Final Fantasy VII's combat's going to be a little bit similar to the vein of this one, isn't it? The remake. I don't know. I'm probably completely wrong, but it's a really, really cool game. This is one I do not want to get rid of. This is one I did in the garage sale pickups video that I got a few weeks ago. Doom. Not foreign. I played it on Game Pass. It's still on Game Pass, but I'm like, you know what? It's $5. It's like $5. I'm like, I'll buy it just to have it for collection. When I played of it on Game Pass, it's cool. It moves. Like, this game moves fast, and there's no reloading, which is great. Eventually I'll throw down in this, though. How big is this download? 50 gigs. Call of Duty World War II. This was, well, it was Unity, Mass Effect, Gears of War Ultimate, Rare, Replay, Double Pack, and Call of Duty World War II that I got for the 4 for $20. This game is really cool. It looks great. It's well acted. It's kind of almost refreshing, as weird as that sounds, to go back to the World War II games instead of the more recent ones. Even though people couldn't wait for him to leave World War II when Modern Warfare came out, the first one. I really enjoyed it. That was cool. I want to go back and play some more of this, because I think there's a couple like other things you could do. It was a pretty cool campaign. There's one part where you had to like sneak around and you pretend you're in disguise and you gotta get some papers and stuff. Overall, it's cool. I think this is another massive, to 80 gigabytes. It's crazy, man. I mean, they should be giving you like a terabyte hard drive for the normal version system you get. Like 500 gigs after you lose whatever. It's too much. Not enough. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This game's awesome. I love The Witcher. I got the books and they're incredible. The books, these aren't based on, I mean, they use their characters, but I think they play place after the last book. The first one, the second one, and this one. I've only played a little bit of the first one. The second one was really good. That's the first one I played on 360. And then one day I had installed it, which I do. And then one day it was like free to download. I was like, I'm downloading this. Geralt's awesome. So many of the characters are so cool. It's like that kind of gray area of game world where like everybody's kind of messed up, including yourself. Like doesn't pull punches too. And some of those side quests and stories in this are disturbing, but it doesn't hold back. The fighting's really fun. The story's pretty cool. Game world's awesome. I beat the Blood and Wine expansion, which was really, it's like a 35-hour expansion. I think it was originally 20, but I got it on sale for like 11 or 12. I got to finish Hearts of Stone, which is a smaller expansion, but still like 10 hours. This game's awesome, though. It's another one I wouldn't get rid of. This is the most recent game I got, and just beat. I got this on Friday. I beat it Monday. It's The Walking Dead, Telltale's The Walking Dead. The final season. We got Clementine and AJ here on the front. I had played the first season back when it came out, and then I played the first episode of the second season and stopped. I sold my PS3. And they're all on Game Pass, the first 3 seasons, and the Michonne one is also on there. I haven't played that one yet. But I'm going to play them again. Well, I'm going to play the first one again, and I'm going to go through. The first one's still the best one. I should do maybe a gum chewing series talk on this. Second one, I'll admit, I was losing interest. It wasn't grabbing me. The choices didn't matter as much. The characters did not... I wasn't getting, like, connected to the characters or whatever. And, because the spoiler is here. First one, you use Lee, he dies, and use Clementine. In the next one, you use this guy, Javi. and A New Frontier, which is the third one, which is also cool, better than 2. I liked all of them, but there's a couple cool characters like David, his brother in A New Frontier is a really good character. It's like conflicted. Javi's cool too in the family. But then I'm like, I gotta play this one too, so I traded in a couple games. I got this, it was $20. I traded 3 games and got exactly 20 credits, so I still have a penny left since they don't charge tax. But this was a cool one. I want to go back because you get this collectibles in this one. This one looks incredible. Like, it actually does, like, they call it, what do they call it? Do they say it here somewhere? No, they don't. But it's like a graphic style that looks like, I guess, looks like The Walking Dead, the comics. So it looks really cool. And there's I think it's like the definitive collection. It's all of them. And I think it said they put the older ones with the same graphic style as this one. I may end up having to get that if it drops like $20 at some point. This one was cool though. You meet a bunch of kids at like an old boarding school or whatever. And I connected more with the characters in this one. The stuff mattered more. The choices to me, I felt mattered more. The gameplay is different. There is an annoying part with a bow where you got to use a bow, which is a bit annoying, but not terrible. AJ's a good character. He pops up. He is born. Spoilers here as well. He's born in the 2nd season. You're with him in the 3rd. Well, Clementine's in the 3rd too. You hang out with her and stuff, but you don't use her. And I guess she has to give up AJ for, I forget the reason is. He's sick or supposedly or something. But clearly he is, and he is older. He makes some tough choices too. It's actually really good. This game is really good. All of them are cool, but the 1st and 4th are really good. The first one's still the best. Like, there's a scene. Spoilers here. There's a dream sequence in this one where Lee pops up, and I got a little emotional because Lee is such a great character. He's so good. This is a really cool game. This is made by Insomniac, actually. Long-time Sony developer. But they popped up to make this Xbox One exclusive. Sunset Overdrive. This is obviously on Game Pass now too, but I got this new for like $4. Back whenever it was, 2 years ago. This game's awesome. It's open world, crazy guns like Insomniac has in all their games. You can grind the rails and stuff, similar like an Infamous. And it's pretty funny and stuff. King Buzzo from the Melvins as a partner. It's pretty funny. But it's cool. The combat's fun, and it's a fun game to just run around and do crazy stuff. I think there's a drink or something that everybody's drinking that makes them turn into these creatures. It probably says it on here. A contaminated energy drink transforms the people. How you fight this thing too. It's a pretty cool fight. You grind the rails, blowing this giant like balloon up that's shooting at you. And last game is South Park: The Fractured But Whole. This is the Steelbook Gold Edition. I got this because it was like $15 new. The GameStop, they had a sale. And I already beaten it because I had rented it from Gamefly, but I'm like, you know what? I wanted to play the downloadable stuff. I pretty much paid $15 for the 2 downloads, which would be cheaper than getting them both online. What are they called? Oh, it's also got a gift code for Stick of Truth, which I played in like 2. I don't think I used that code. I might use it at some point to play through that one again. I played this one first and then Stick of Truth. So it was weird going back because I like the combat in this one better. It comes with these little postcards too. And of course it's South Park, so you get like Captain Diabetes, Professor Chaos. Cool. But it's like the Civil War storyline. It looks great. It's like playing an episode of the show. It's like playing the show. It's a very long episode of the show. What were the 2? I gotta look. No, it doesn't say their names. The one is like Here Comes the Crunch. And Midberry Crunch you use Professor Chaos, and Is it Captain Diabetes or someone else? It's got the two flip sides too. But you go and you get the final girl too. It's like it's like a horror theme. She doesn't die. She's the final girl. It's cool. And the other one was Casa Bonita, which you use Mysterion in, and the new character is the goth. I can't remember the goth girl's name. Use her. They use somebody else too. I don't know who. Maybe two other people. It was worth it for that, and I'm playing through again because it is a fun game. I didn't get all the collectibles and stuff. There's stuff to collect. It's cool getting like a better version, the gold edition or something for cheap. But it's South Park. If you don't like South Park, you might not like this because the humor is very offensive, very gross. I mean, most of it I find funny, some I don't, but the gameplay is fun. And it is cool. If you like the show, it's worth it. If you don't, it's still a cool role-playing game, but if you're not into that stuff, it's probably not going to really be funny or anything to you. But those are all the games I have for now. I'd like to keep building this collection. I kind of, like I said, I'd like to get a few of the ones I sold back, like maybe Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Far Cry Primal. But, I keep seeing cheap games. I'll pick them up because I can't believe the system's already been out for it's like just about 6 years. It came out 2013. That and the PS4. So pick up games that are cheap. Eventually, I'll get a cheap PS4 too because there's a bunch of games I need to play for that, like Until Dawn, Uncharted 4, God of War. What was that game called? Horizon Zero Dawn, I think. Last Guardian. A lot of the exclusives is what I'd want the system for, so I'll wait till that thing's like $100 used. Maybe after the PS5 comes out next year. Last of Us 2, whenever that comes out. Ratchet and Clank. The Spider-Man game. So there's a lot of stuff. Ugh, tired of chewing that. But yeah, just, not so quick Xbox One collection, just talking about the games and stuff. And thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.